Well, I couldn't really generalize because each person that comes in is completely different in terms of what their needs are. So I work with them on the scene. I insist that they read the script. Many times, and I read the script as well, and I know a lot of coaches that don't do that, but I need to be just as prepared as you are so that I can help you. Many times you get an audition and you don't get the script. That happens a lot in television, and you're kind of left in this situation where you don't know what's going on or where your character is, what your character's relationship is to this other person, how you fit in the story, what the tone of the piece is. So you can kind of be a detective, and I always suggest people go to the breakdowns and look at all the other descriptions of the other roles, and also try and get the sides of the other roles, and then put those all together, and you almost have a script. Or I make my clients push their agents to make sure there's no script, because I know a lot of these projects that are going on around town, and the casting directors are my friends. And so I'll email the casting director to make sure, is there really no script available? And many times I find that there is a script available, but their agent just didn't bother to get it. So I really help my clients get as much information as possible. And then we work on the scene, and we work on the character, and we talk about, you know, what happened before the scene that you're supposed to read. I think that really helps you when you're going to audition something to know what happened to this character just before we start the scene. And as I said, each person is different. You know, some folks I really have to work on their audition skills, and we kind of set up my, I either do it in my office if I'm working on something, or I do it at my house when I'm not working, and we set up the room so it's like an audition. So first we'll work on the scene, and then I'll make them get up and do it as if it was an audition. And I direct it and block it and help them with camera angles, and because there's a lot of coaches out there that can help you work on the scene, but I know what is expected of you in an audition and what you need to do and what you need to bring in order to be of the level to get the part. I mean, there's actors out there that still don't know where the camera is in their scene, and they're making gestures that no one's seeing because they're not acting for the camera. I've been coaching for the last several years, and with the advent of the amazing technology of the internet and Skype, my coaching is now gone global, so that I have clients that, let's say they're on a movie on a distant location, and they get an audition for an upcoming role. I can coach them while they're in their hotel room or while they're in their trailer. Or many actors from all over the world are contacting me to help them get ready for their self-tapes, because now we're, again, you know, since technology has gone so huge, I can do a search for a role and see auditions from all over the world. And so people are self-taping themselves, and I help them get ready for that self-tape. I also started blogging recently, and I give lots of instructions on how to self-tape yourself and all sorts of things. Many actors come to me for career consultations, as well as you know, almost like psychological consultations. Like I had this one actress who's a client of mine who's very well known, and she auditions all the time and she works all the time, but she and her agent noticed lately that her auditions were not very good, and she was getting very tripped up by the whole audition process all of a sudden. And so she came in to talk, and I've done this with several people, and I kind of help them. They do the heavy lifting, and I sort of connect the dots and help them see. We kind of work back and find out what's happening. And I find that just they're very honest with me. Most actors are very open and in touch with their emotions and their feelings. But sometimes it's right here and you can't see it, and so talking with someone else really helps. So yeah, I'm kind of an actor shrink. I've never thought of it that way, but I think I am.